So let me get this straight. LeBron James break what's that? COVID protocol. We've seen COVID protocols have players on the bench. I mean, not on the bench, but just sidelined, period. Can't play, can't do nothing. LeBron James, who hasn't been vaccinated, this is bad. Not only did he break the COVID protocols, he like broke them 2 times in one setting. Going to see some Drake event, and they said, well, because it was limited people, it was okay. Kyrie Irving gets suspended. Kevin Durant, who's already had COVID and went through that already. Now it's a different story for him. Countless others, they were out like 7 days. And it's 7 days? A week? For violating the COVID protocol rules? So the NBA decided to put all the other players at risk. And LeBron James was not suspended for COVID protocol. Why not? Because he is the damn money. They have promoted and did all this stuff for him so that they could sell him. Why the hell you think he's in Los Angeles? They brought him out there to sell it. Straight up and down. So now, things have turned around. You know what I'm saying? Things have turned all the way around. Now you see LeBron James is right back doing what he do. Getting all the accolades. They always putting one player, different rules for him than anybody else in the league. Now they tried to say, oh, we've handled it with the team. The hell you mean you handled it with the team? LeBron James won't be suspended or won't miss any games or won't miss game 1 against the Phoenix Suns. Why? What was so different about this violation than anybody else who's violated the COVID-19 ruling? When those players was testing positive for COVID and had already had it, you suspended Kevin Durant immediately and snatched him out in the middle of a damn game. But it was okay for LeBron James to play in your little play-in tournament that you want to keep having every year. Because they were like, oh, they did 5.6 million views. There's 5.6 million idiots that stood around to watch that. I'm not going to be made a mockery out of. I'm not going to watch play-in tournaments. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. Period. They cheated the Golden State Warriors last night against Memphis. They got what they wanted. They want to have the play-in tournament mean something. So if you have Steph beat Memphis, and then you got 7 and 8 in the tournament, what was the point? So they let Memphis win. So I took Memphis and the points. And then I bet the over. Steph will bring more ratings, but this is for the play-in. I mean, the Warriors are not getting out the first round. They play the Jazz, they out of there. So that's that. And Memphis, they might get swept. They might get a game or two. I'll say probably one game, but Jazz ain't gonna play. Well, Jazz gonna get rid of them. I do like Brooks though. Now, yeah, well, the game wasn't supposed to go to overtime like that either, but it did. Steph and them, I mean, that's championship pedigree over there. They got pride. They played with pride. That's what they gonna do. Now, yeah, I'm not a morning person at all, B. Getting back to the gist of this, you might be saying to yourself, well, damn, what's actually going on with LeBron? Like, how did this get out of hand to the point where this is where we are with it? It's very simple. LeBron James is the most vainest athlete probably ever. You know, all the big celebrity athletes had ego. But it's been getting stroked since he was like 14 years old. They've been grooming him for the NBA. He was going to be the next phenom, and, you know, he's played the role so much. He has definitely done everything they wanted him to do. This dude tattooed Chosen One on his back. Who does that? You tattoo a slogan on your back. It's like, he's what they want to be. He's a propaganda piece. And they put him out there on display, and he played a role, shuck and jive, do what he want to do, fake woke, do all, I mean, the list goes on and on. But when you want to support the fake, there you go. When you want a false, fake king, there it is. If you look at him and think he's one of the greatest players of all time, then something is seriously wrong with you when it comes to this game. You do not know it. Now, no. I don't feel that the Los Angeles Lakers are good enough to win an NBA championship. I don't feel the Los Angeles Lakers are good enough to actually make it any damn where. To be honest. But it's what the league feels. But how disrespectful is this? What's the COVID protocols in place for? If it's only going to be violated by the people that are supposed to be enforcing it. The league is supposed to force this COVID-19 ruling because this is what they created. So you created something now that you're turning your back on and destroying. Why? Why would you do that? What's the point? What was the point? Why is the COVID-19 protocols in place if all you're going to do is violate it? Because that's what I was saying. What's going to happen in the playoffs? And somebody violates the COVID protocols, then what? You ain't snatch LeBron out in the middle of the damn game because you need him to win. So LeBron was supposed to miss both playing games. Like if they'd have played the first one and didn't win, he'd have had to wait to the whole next week. I mean, to play. He's supposed to be out at least 7 days, right? So they made up some damn rule saying, oh, it was limited people around when he did what he did. How many people was around when you suspended Kevin Durant? Didn't somebody just walk by him who had COVID before or something like that? Kevin Durant had COVID before. Passed all of his tests, and you snatch him out in the middle of a game. So you know how they feel about Brooklyn. $5.6 million. Watch the LeBron and Steph. They watched that game because they built it up like the game meant something. So the playing game, the most watched game since 2019 NBA Finals. The highest viewed game on ESPN. Now, here's the news. As I told you, everybody was intrigued. It was the first playing game, and they wanted to have it like the first major game, and they wanted to have that on the big stage. So now the big stage is set. So let's look at the playing games. Who was the first playing game? It was Indiana, right? Boston was 7th, right? They was in 7th place. And Washington was 8th place, right? Was Washington 8th or 10th, or how that work? They were 8th, right? Boston and Washington. So 7th and 8th went to the playoffs in the East. And over here, only one person from the play-in got into the tournament, which was the Memphis Grizzlies. Now they said, see, a team that was out of it put a team that was in it out. So the Grizzlies are in by putting a team like the Golden State Warriors, who was in 8th place, out. And this is better for the sport. Oh, man, they fool you guys so much. They fool you so much. I just wish one day y'all wake up and smell the roses. Y'all are intrigued by bull it. You gotta wake up. Y'all gotta be able to say, I'm not gonna support that. You gotta do it. I mean, it's for your own benefit. You gotta snap yourself out of this matrix you in of, ooh, this is interesting because everybody's gonna be watching it. I got friends that's like that. Even my mom be doing that sometimes. Something that she didn't got to the point now where she's just all watching reality shows. I'm like, what are you doing watching this? Like, this is trash. Why would you be watching this? You don't even watch this. She's like, I know I don't be watching these shows, but man, it just be on, so I just turned it on. I'm like, you watch this every week now. Now they got my mom watching garbage. Stuff she wasn't doing. Getting into trending topics and doing all these trends that they doing out there. It's fun. It's not fun. It's stupid. I'm like, this is how they program you. You be doing stupid challenges. I challenge you guys to do. I remember they were sending me challenges. Challenging you, Cena. Come on, do it. I'm like, do I look like a circus seal? No. You won't be getting that kind of cooperation out of me. You can go deal with another sap and get him to do something like that. You ain't gonna get me. No, sir. Not the kid. Man, I got a busy day today. Super busy. I was supposed to babysit my godson, but they messed that up. So that's done. Man, I did so much stuff. It was crazy. Shouts out to Kwame Brown, man. I still gotta thank that brother. Again, because, I mean, man, to bring all that to the light. See, and he echoed the sentiments I've always said, because he put LeBron's feet to the fire too. Now, y'all know me. They call me the biggest LeBron hater on the internet. And that's cool with me. I accept it. I'm very proud to be the biggest LeBron James hater in the world. Thank you. I will accept my trophy. I'd like to thank the runner-up, Skip Bayless, for the award. But what cost Skip the award is when he says, I think LeBron is one of the best players of all time. Once he said that he was actually one of the best players of all time, he lost the award. Even a little bit of credit to LeBron was too much credit. See, when you work for yourself, you got to get up and do things that you don't feel like doing. You don't really want to do it, but you got to get up and do it because you're working for yourself. That's a sense of pride. Sense of accomplishment, Oh, definitely, man. You gotta understand something here. LeBron James is only gonna do what they allow him to do. That's why when they tell him no on something, he act like a little kid, don't he? He started pouting and rolling on the floor. Cause privilege, entitlement. All this whining and crying. Guys laying on the floor like little babies. Everybody got to pick them up. This is the kind of garbage that people sick of. This is why people don't watch. Who want to watch a bunch of crybabies? And now you got people that's not even on that level. They following suit. They grew up watching this guy. And they thinking this is the way to play the game. We just cry and then they do something for us. But see, it's always this double standard for LeBron. And because of that, other players are now getting frustrated. These younger players who looked up to him, they're confused because they're thinking, okay, this is the rules. And it was like, no, that's just the rules for LeBron, not for you. So they're confused. But you have agents, you got NBA union reps, you got all these little snitches and rats who don't even work for these organizations out there doing work for those organizations. There's no reason in the world why another team should be helping another team. It's like, the hell they helping them for? They're in the same division. Why the hell would the Atlanta Hawks be trying to help the Cleveland Cavaliers? Everybody in cahoots? What kind of crap is this? You should be trying to stop them from winning. They trying to help. You got NBA union reps trying to tell other players where they should go, what team they should play for. You got these little fake agents who ain't nothing but rats running around sabotaging players' careers, starting lies on them. And again, shouts out to Kwame Brown. Sorry, I'm moving around again. Shouts out to Kwame Brown for bringing that up about Carmelo. He was right. And I've said that too. Like, man, why Melo can't get a job? I mean, how the hell you not in the league? And all you was doing was scoring and averaging 20-something points a game, even when he dropped to 18 and was trying to tell him he had to come off the bench at one point. Like, for what? What did he do wrong? He didn't play ball. He did what Melo wanted to do, and that pissed off the league. See, because when LeBron say jump, you supposed to just say, how high, boss? But when you do something that's best for you and your family, they don't understand that. You don't seem to get it. This ain't about you and your family. It's about what we want as the league. And what y'all don't realize is the playing life of an NBA player is about 3 years. It's 3 years. I think it went up to 4, but the most of them is 3 years. You seen these guys get drafted and they go right to development. They go right to the G League now. Then they're gone. Not a lot of people make it out to G League. Well, I gotta move around and do things, man. This is called work. Necessary work. Because if you don't do it, mama ain't there to do it. For some of you, y'all live with your moms, and that's cool. It's not a diss. I'm just saying. Got to get up and do your work. Got to do your job. Work ain't going to get done on its own. Got to do your own job. Move your own things up out. That was sad to see. Only one other person really noticed it. I'm reading the comment section. It's like 300 comments on the last video. I'm reading every single one. Shouts out to lovely Ty. Or T. She came by and she had did that intro for the Kwame Brown video. Shouts out to her page. Definitely follow her too. Follow Kwame Brown, Bus Life. You know, and address it one more time, because she brought it up. That everybody, she's like, man, most of the people on here, all this information. I don't think it was her. Somebody else said it. Like, man, it's only a handful of people that's actually commenting about the information in this video. And I'm like, yeah, sad. Sad. We did a great breakdown. Told people everything what was happening. And they turn around and do some monkey ball crap like that. But that's what happened. I expect that. I expect it. So it just shows you that's where the mind state is. We don't know. We don't really know anything. Most of the people out there, they just young. All they know is this internet life. So they know trolling. They know disrespectful things. They know emoji talk. I don't know how to talk in emoji. Chick sent me some emojis, and I'm like, I ain't got time to try to translate all this. Tell me what you trying to say, and we can go from there. Other than that, this conversation is over. Well, I feel the Los Angeles Lakers, who probably paid a fine, they found a way to stick them for some money. They got a lot of explaining to do, because they need to explain what's going on in the world. They need to explain all of this that's transpiring. This is on their lap. The league has done it again, and they owe the fans an explanation as to why LeBron James isn't suspended for COVID violations, the protocol. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here, finish doing some cleaning that I don't want to do, but it's got to be done. I'm out.